Sick of the mundane, switch off your brain. Join Matt, Sam and Rick just to get a good kick out of you and I. Somewhere close to average, it's the Dimbers Show.
Welcome to the Dimbers Show. Do you know what people do on a regular basis, or sometimes not a regular basis?
Wash.
They wash. And that can lead you to the shower. Obviously. I don't know where else
Can lead you there, yeah.
Could lead you there.
I use a hose.
Could use a hose. You could go down to the creek.
Yeah. Either way,
Is
you're
that
washing
clean
yourself,
water?
Either way, you're
aren't you?
washing.
Is
Yeah.
it clean water though in the creek?
I don't know.
It depends on the
Dunno.
creek.
But either way, shower thoughts are a thing. Is
Okay.
the earth flat? Who knows?
I don't
That's-
think it's a
that's
shower
not a shower thought, is it?
it?
No, it's
Oh,
not
I
a
guess
shower.
it could be. Let's start with it.
Is
Should we start?
it?
No. is
No,
the answer.
no.
How do you
So
know?
Let's move on.
How do
No,
you know?
it's not.
I've seen it.
You know?
If
Can a
that's-
vegan swallow it? Never mind. Never mind.
It's an in
It's okay,
joke.
mate.
No, we've had this.
No, the big laughs.
Oh.
No.
As you can see from the, we've already referenced the fact that we're bulk recording these. I have changed my t-shirt back to the original one.
Yeah, you know.
Sam and I haven't washed for 6 weeks.
Never done
This is
any
actually 6
shower
weeks apart.
thoughts.
Yeah.
No
And
shower
for all
thoughts.
we know, the video might not be working.
Also, this could be 4 or 5 weeks apart. So unless you've watched the first one, might not know we've.
So you should go and watch the first one, is what you're saying.
Watch them all. Well, you can't watch them all. But
You
can
might be
listen
able to.
them. You can
Catch
listen
them
to
all.
the
Can
early
you
ones,
catch them all? That's the shower.
Go and watch them all on YouTube. Well, there's only about 3 on YouTube, but go listen. Just consume the
Is there?
Dimbers.
Yeah,
Rick is going to talk us through some shower
I'm
thoughts
not
that
gonna
he's
talk
had
us
recently.
through. No, I don't.
He's only,
I don't think that's the format.
he's only got his little whatever
Toy laptop.
Fisher Price laptop.
Yeah, what you can't see is he's actually
This
taped.
is just a pad of paper
He's
taped
taped
to the
a
front.
piece of paper to the front. When he thinks no one's looking, he scribbles down his ideas. See, look, confirmed. Pen. Oh no, sorry, that's broken the illusion of green screen. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you reach across that. It was quite
Yeah.
clever actually. We want to talk about shower thoughts. One we were discussing was one that was going around the internet a while ago about the wheels and the chairs.
They do go
Was it
round
wheels
them.
and chairs?
No,
Wheels
so-
on the bus.
What
Wheels
is
or
there?
doors?
What is there more
was
of in the world? Wheels or doors?
Wheels.
Why?
Because more mechanical things have wheels. And
Yeah. Think how many doors are just in this room?
think how many wheels are just in this room.
How many?
None. Oh,
You
no,
say
sorry, there's
none.
2 on the back of the fridge.
Then none.
Think about
no
a car.
There's a lot of
More wheels
on
and
a car.
doors.
How many gears are there in a car?
What about an office chair?
wheels on
Is a
the
cog classed as a wheel?
I
No. I think they have to be actual rolling round wheels. Yeah, but that's not an office chair, is it, I
fucking
guess?
square ones.
Yeah, like you think about Matchbox cars and stuff, right?
Lego.
Lego.
A lot of wheels.
A lot
on
of
Lego.
doors in Lego as well, though, to be fair. Is there a definitive answer?
I don't think there is a definitive answer.
I don't think anyone's questioning.
Sorry?
Pull it up.
Yeah, put it up. Is there what?
He loves it.
Is there a definitive answer? I don't
It's the
think, I
first
don't
thing
think
when you
I'll
put,
find
are there
some.
more?
So
If you do the math, we did.
Yeah.
I have an
no,
interesting
because
question.
they've done the math.
They've
They've
done
done
the
the math. So you don't need to, because they've done it.
Oh, AI, was it?
They put, you'll find there are 8.676 billion wheels on the planet.
No
As
way
opposed
does
to-
it
Far
say
more
that. How on earth
than
do they
there
know
are
that?
humans, let alone doors.
How on earth do they know that?
They've done the math. And this is a website that I trust. Do you
Show
wanna-
your workings for an extra point.
Show his workings to who?
Yeah, this is a website called way.com, so they obviously know.
Shout
No,
out
I know
Way.com.
Way.com. No, fair play, Way.com.
Sponsored by.
Yeah.
Wayfair? Yeah, I love them.
No,
Good
'cause
furniture. They sell us some doors.
Are we
Way of
sponsored
children.
or not?
I've got a question for you, Sam. It's
Just
just
Sam?
an interesting question. Yeah, you can answer it as well.
You can swallow as much as you want.
when you remember something in your head, right, that you were involved in, so a
Right,
situation
hang on.
you were in,
A memory.
Mhm.
are you watching it in first person or do you see yourself in third person in that memory? Like, say you're picturing a thing that
Right,
happened
look.
5 years ago, right? You went to a football match or something. Are you reliving it in first person as you're actually there, as
Probably
you were?
third person.
Or are you
first.
watching yourself in this?
Yeah, I think it's third person.
I
You're
would
watching
say
it third
first
person?
Shit view, though.
You're
Yeah,
watching it first
I'd
person?
say first person.
VR.
Because I wouldn't have known what I looked like at that point, so I can't
You
imagine
would.
what I
You were
looked like.
there. Well, you wouldn't know what you looked like 5 years ago.
No, but
Didn't have mirrors
I
then.
only saw it from. It's not
Are
like
there
I,
more doors?
I don't remember. I wasn't there.
Are there
No,
more
but
doors
at
or mirrors?
what point have you ever got out of your body and gone, look like a prick from behind, don't I?
You know roughly what you look like, though.
No.
If you picture yourself in your head now,
Yeah.
from the back, what
Well,
are
that's
you
a-
picturing?
That's a tiny cock.
Unfortunate.
What are you-
Unfortunate.
What are you picturing?
Unfortunate.
Tiny cock.
Right. Turn around. Show the camera. Have we got one reverse? No, don't stand
No,
up.
sorry.
You'll knock everything over. The camera's already been centered to win an inch of its life.
What are you on about?
Yeah, why is it within an inch of his life?
Because it's a teetering. Every time we've
A
moved,
teetering?
it's to reset the
It'd
camera.
be a teetering.
It's
not
teetering.
teetering. Should
We've
we
got it
flip it?
balanced on a bunch of books back there.
Flip it vertically? No, it's not. We're coming to you live in 4K.
Is it
14K.
4K?
No,
We
it's
not
promised
14.
4K? We
It's
can't
not.
promise. We
Not
can't
4K.
promise any
14K.
video.
No.
Just that the video
No,
might not
it's
be working.
14K.
Nah, it's all gone downhill. We were meant to have 3 4K cameras and we've ended up with 1 iPhone.
Nah, behave.
No, because
They don't know
look at
that.
the quality on that. Since I paid a tenner for that bit of software.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
If you pay for a bit of software, does it actually exist?
Oh,
Yeah.
do you own it or do you not?
I own it. I've got the download files so I can
Or
install
do
it
you
on
lose the
whatever I want.
download files?
Well, then that's...
Wow.
I still own it. I just don't know where it's gone.
Jinkies. You know?
I'll get you another question like that.
Yeah, preferably, Rex.
Speak amongst yourselves.
You...
Nah, this is going well. What do you typically think about in the shower?
Um...
Cancelled.
No, so, like... I think
Oh dear.
I'm fat.
He's thinking, oh.
Right.
You don't shower though, do you?
No, I'm a bath
I
person.
know.
I'm
I've seen the
bath
pictures.
person. I'm a bath
I'm a
person.
bath person.
I'm a shower person.
But even then, I think I'm fat.
I don't think you need the bath or shower to tell you that.
No, but
Oh,
no,
that's a bit harsh,
because
isn't it?
you know you wear a slightly baggy t-shirt or whatever. You're in the bath and you're vulnerable. Your belly's there. You're like, don't remember it being that big.
Here's what you do: you grow your tits out and you can't see past them.
That's true. That's true.
What are you thinking about in the shower, Sam?
Um,
Cancelled.
I'm fat.
no, I typically that's where I come up with any like work ideas
Yeah.
normally.
Oh
Not-
yeah.
When
What
I
are you
used
coming
to,
up with?
like, things that I need to get done and ways of doing it. Quite often when I work at home, I'll have a shower kind of
You
midday.
piss in the shower?
Yeah. What a
Disgust-
fucking
disgust-
loser.
On his feet.
Disgusting.
No, I piss up.
Catch it. Can vegans drink? No, it's not.
Piss.
Not- yeah, no, not.
They
I've
can.
got one for you, Sam.
Okay.
What came first? Chicken or the egg?
The chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
How
it's,
did it
it's
hatch?
been evolved.
How did it hatch?
Because at some point it evolved, and it would have evolved from whatever it was to a chicken, and then laid eggs as a chicken.
Right.
So the chicken came first.
Oh, thanks. Can we check way.com?
No, you don't. You don't
You
need
got the
to.
answer for
You don't
everything?
need to.
No, I'll Google it.
Here's an interesting one, Sam, and you'll like this, I think.
What do you
You
think came
won't.
first?
I think they arrived at about the same time. Side by side.
No, because there'd
See
have
which one
been some
goes.
sort of dinosaur being that laid eggs that eventually evolved into a chicken. It's not like it's going to have hatched and been like, I'm a chicken.
Have you actually looked that up, Sam?
Say an egg. Eggs came
Told
from
ya.
eggs
Of course,
came
eggs
from
came first.
chickens.
Because
I told
dinosaurs
ya.
were laying
And told
eggs.
ya.
Chickens come from eggs. That's the basis of this ancient riddle,
But the chicken had to exist to lay a fucking egg.
You're not
But
finished
eggs-
with way.com.
which are just female sex cells, evolved more than 1 billion years ago, whereas chickens have been around for just 10,000 years.
Yeah, but I assumed when you say what came first, the chicken or the egg, you mean like an. If it was egg, then yeah, eggs. Dinosaurs laid eggs. But if you meant chicken or chicken egg,
You're listening to the Dimbers Show.
chicken-
He didn't
came
say
first.
chicken egg. He said egg.
well, I read it as chicken
You
egg.
didn't read. He told you it. You
So-
listened.
Right, here's
You
another
listened to it.
question, and this
Yeah,
one I
right.
don't think you can answer on way.com, Sam.
I'm not on Medical. It's just
Yeah.
Are
Google
we living in a simulation?
No,
No.
get a fucking grip. Anyone that's like you're plugged into the Matrix, stop consuming television. Okay, you can't be trusted to consume
Whoa, whoa,
movies.
whoa,
Well,
whoa.
here's a theory
responsibly.
for you. Here's a theory for you.
Scientific American website
Great.
confirmed we are living in a simulation.
Oh, they've confirmed it, not
Oh,
even questioned.
Fuck's
It
sake.
then says we must never doubt Elon Musk again. So
Who wrote the article? Elon Musk.
Probably-
I've got an
probably
argument
owns
for
the
you on the
website.
simulation theory, though.
Right. Yeah.
We imagine in the past 40 years, let's say,
Yeah.
technological advancements, right? We're looking at VR,
Yeah.
we're looking at video games, how far technology's come, right? What we can do, AR,
Yeah.
well, all that stuff, right? That's in 40 years. Now,
Yeah.
humanity's how old? 60 years.
at least 60, 70 years.
Gotta be.
More
than
40.
Min max. So in that time, if we've come that far in 40 years to a point where VR can become indistinguishable from real life almost,
Right.
right? Over the course of hundreds of millions of years, you're suggesting that all that stuff happened in the past 40 years and nothing before it.
Yeah.
To get to us to this point. Picture the Sims. You're playing the Sims. They're living in the simulation.
Yeah.
No idea. Who's to say? we're
I've
not
never
just
been in a
Sims?
swimming pool and somebody took the ladder away.
And I'd
Who,
panic.
who's to say? Things have happened to you though. You've been driving along in the car breaks down. Someone. How do you know that's not someone controlling that for a bit of entertainment?
because he's.
Have you ever
fucking
gone into a
ridiculous.
room and forgotten why you're in there? Yes. Someone's cancelled it like you did in The Sims. No, don't make dinner now. Go somewhere else. How do you know you're not living in The Sims with your little task tracked up on the top?
Because
You have got a
why
triangle above
why
your
would the person
What colour
that's-
is it? Red.
why would the person that's in control of us be like?
Yeah, but you did
Let's
pretty
make these people
mundane
sit
stuff
down
in
and do
the
it.
in the
Let's
Sims.
make these people sit down and do a podcast.
What did you do in The Sims? You made them sit down at a computer and apply for a job.
I didn't. I put them in rooms and took the doors away.
Exactly. But a lot of bad stuff happens to a lot of people. Maybe they just got a pretty sick-minded player playing.
Nah,
We've just got
I'm
a pretty
not buying
boring
it.
one
I'm
who
not
wants us
buying
to
it.
sit down and
Not
discuss the
buying it.
simulation.
Not buying it.
You're not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all. Not at all.
Is that
Even
because
if
you don't
even
want
if
to
it was
accept it?
no, I don't. Even
I would
if it was,
rather it was that.
even if it was
No.
yeah, at least it would give me a reason as to why it's
No.
like that. What?
It wouldn't give you any reason, would it?
No.
Yeah, because somebody's just been horrible to me.
So
Oh,
when
now
you
I know
put
why
a
I'm laying in
VR
a bath and
headset
I'm
on,
fat.
right? You put a VR headset on.
I haven't.
You're in the VR.
Yeah.
Well, Rick, do this.
You're playing away. How do you know you don't just constantly got the VR headset on?
Touch your face.
Are you currently sitting somewhere else with a
Yeah, but-
VR headset on?
No, but it's
Imagining sitting down doing this podcast.
no.
You say no quite definitively. You don't
Yes.
know that.
And yes, you said it.
Wait,
quite
did you say
soon.
Noah? Yeah.
I'll ask whoever's controlling you. What's he thinking?
I don't buy into it. No, we're not.
Thanks.
we're not in a simulation. Not
Okay.
at all. Nah,
You
I
don't have
don't
to
buy
buy
it.
anything.
Let
Nah,
way.com
I'm
know.
Nah, I'm not.
Not in a simulation.
I'm not.
No, what was
Nah,
that
I'm not
website?
buying
The
it.
American Journal or
Yeah,
something?
the American.
American
Don't trust
Science-
Elon Musk.
Scientific American, that one.
Because surely, right? It's you say the world's been around for X amount of time or whatever, right?
Want
And
to pull that up?
yeah, how long? So
A long time.
everything evolves, right? And you need certain things to then trigger other certain things. So this had to be
4.543
invented
billion years.
before this had to be invented, and then a load of things can come really quickly because you've just invented the one thing that's really helpful.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yes, but that's very quickly.
Yeah, but
So Sam,
Yeah,
what was
okay.
that figure?
no, okay, but if
4.543
4 billion.
Sam's
And
got-
you're saying everything's basically happened since the internet,
yeah,
right?
so
and computers.
Sam's got his laptop or whatever that runs on electricity. At one point, somebody had to discover electricity.
Yeah, but all that
They had
has
to work
happened.
out how
All
it
that
works.
has happened in the past, like 500,000
Because
years.
we
What
were-
about the 4.4 billion?
Because
They
we
people?
were
weren't humans.
evolving.
Took a heck of a long time.
Yeah,
no?
of course it takes a fucking long time.
Yeah, it typically does.
No, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
one day it's a tadpole, next day it's a fully fledged human being.
Next
It
it's the
takes
internet.
Fucking ages.
But yeah, but it hasn't taken ages to
Because
get
how
from
long
where
have
we were
human
50 years
beings
ago to
existed? How long
today.
have human beings?
Oh, we were
existed?
going into
Yeah. Because at some point, we worked out gravity was a thing. Okay, how can we use gravity to the? Oh, we worked out wind was a thing. Okay, well we've just invented the propeller. Oh, we've got-
3.5 million years.
Oh, we've got windmills. Okay, now we can make wind turbines. But what the it all leads on from one to another. It's not like somebody's just gone wind turbines. Let's do it.
Whoa. Have you read the Bible?
Don't go there.
That's my next question.
He said, let there be light, and there was light.
No, I'll go for the next question because it's slightly linked to what you mentioned about chain reactions and whatnot,
Right.
right? We'll talk about time travel, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather go forward or backwards? First
Forward.
question. You'd rather go forward, would you?
What am I going back to?
Can we go back like within our lifetime so I can go and meet a younger version of me or an older version
You
of me?
want to
Or
remember
can
what
I-
you look like?
No, or can I go? Or is it like,
No.
I can travel,
mate,
but
can
I
I
can
just have a look
travel
at the back
back
of your
to
head?
the person that plugged the simulator in?
Sorry, ask again.
Does it have to be within my lifeline?
No, you
So
can
I
go
could
back
go
as far
back
as you
and
want.
High five Henry VIII.
Yeah, if you want.
I
yeah.
wouldn't. It'd probably take
Is
red
that
off.
what you're going to do? Is it
No, I would just as a.
specifically? All right, I'm done now. Don't know what to do.
I'd probably go back.
Yeah, Sam,
Yeah,
you
I
go
would go
forward.
back.
Where would you go? Would you want to go forward though? You might discover some stuff you're not too keen on.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had someone's phone going off. What was the question?
Are you going forward, or
forward? I
backwards?
already told you.
To where?
Why?
Wherever I want. Because if I go backwards, what am I going to do? Relive what I've already lived.
Yeah, but
no,
then I
because you
think
wouldn't
if
have been there. You didn't have to be there. Like he's going back to high five Henry VIII. He wasn't there.
Yeah, but then what? Do you get multiple moves on this time traveling device?
No, you get one.
So you go back to Henry VIII, you're then bang, you're at Henry VIII's era.
No, you can come back again.
Oh,
you
you're
can
coming
come back
back,
to modern
okay.
day, but you only get to
Still
go
go
back or
forward.
forward once.
Go
Yeah.
forward.
To where?
I look, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Lottery numbers, boom, come back.
Still be here recording the podcast. 3 weeks in the future. So you could go home. You could go forward 1,000 years, see the future, and you just want to go.
Yeah, but
3
imagine
weeks
you,
in
you go
advance.
forwards 1,000 years and you're literally just on a burning planet.
Yeah.
It's like on
Well, to
fire.
be fair, Sam, would you rather know when you die, how you die?
Neither. I'd rather just
Yeah.
die.
You go forward 100 years, and everybody that you know now is not going to exist.
Well, I'd rather go back.
I would rather go forward literally like 3 weeks, build up a good lottery, get a couple of lottery numbers, a couple of bets to go through, speak to Ivan, come back, pop the bets in, get a
Oh,
load
I
of
get
money.
it, Jake. Sorry.
Ivan Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get
That's
it.
it.
I get
Listen
it.
to
I
the
get it.
football one.
He's a betting joke. We don't mention him in the football one.
He used to try to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did actually.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no.
Remember,
yeah,
you should go back in time to that point and remember what you said.
Could do.
It was a whole couple of hours ago.
Waste of a trip, though, isn't it?
No, not really.
Well, here's something me and Sam were discussing. We're jumping about here. I understand.
Where
that.
was I in this discussion?
You were in here,
Oh,
struggling away with the
Struggling with
computer.
the video.
Yeah.
If you have seen the football episode and there is a video, you know we got it sorted. If there
Yeah.
not a video,
Yeah, if
I
we'd
rage
gone back
quit.
in time, we could have figured out we can go forward in time
Well, yeah, because I should have
to
paid a
3
tenner for this
weeks
straight away.
and see if the episode has worked or not.
No, I'm not wasting my time. I'm just
Yeah,
going to be
that's
I'm
a
going to
big
be
way.
building up data of who wins sporting events,
No, that's a big
what
one.
lottery numbers there are around the world. I'm not wasting my time fixing the video.
Right, okay. No, fair enough. Priorities. No, I
You
get
know,
you.
I can come back with all that
Yeah,
money
me and
and go
Sam
boom.
were saying if you're
Yeah.
on a train,
Yeah,
right, the train's moving
Oh,
along,
that's a good
Yeah.
one,
you
yeah.
jump in the air,
yeah, I think I overheard.
land in the same spot. Have you moved or are you in the same spot? Because the train is moving, by the way.
Well, I guess
And the same is true of the Earth.
You're in the same spot as the train.
You're
but
on the
isn't-
train
surely-
is moving along. You
Yeah.
jump, you land in exactly the same spot. Have you moved?
I reckon you
Yes.
have, yeah.
because you're in the train is moving, but surely that's like if you jump in an aeroplane.
Well, it's the same as just jumping on Earth.
Because-
The Earth is
Yeah, but
always
if we're
spinning.
if it's always spinning, we're
Yeah.
always spinning.
Because
right?
you're
Just-
moving like this, but gravity's holding you here. So even if you jump there, gravity's still going to put you down. You're still moving.
So you have moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not the same rate as the Earth, but
yeah.
So you technically, you jump in the air, you land, you could have moved
However fast
Like-
the train's going.
measure it. Jump.
a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, because however long you're in the air for is, and however long the train's gone, but surely it's got to do with gravity just keeping you in place as you go along.
Right. Compelling.
Not a scientist, but
Aren't you?
that sounded
Evidently
pretty
not.
convincing, didn't it?
No.
What do you mean not? That was very convincing.
It wasn't convincing.
I was about to use the term centrifugal force, but I don't think that's the right word.
You tell me. Explain it.
I don't know.
See,
it.
there's another one here that's
Sounded
about the
impressive, though.
Truman Show, which is very similar
Okay.
to the.
Hit me with it.
No, it's the
Not
same.
the-
It's very similar to the simulation one.
Fine.
But the Truman Show wouldn't technically be a simulation.
No, I don't.
So
believe
could you
we're
be living in
that.
the Truman Show?
To a degree, because there is the
Oh,
puppet
so on that
masters.
Sorry?
Well, there's the puppet masters, isn't it? Like,
No,
We-
no.
No, you
Where's he
asked the
going?
Master.
No, listen to this.
well, yeah, our lives are indirectly or directly dictated to by monarchs, governments. If they say, "Oh, by the way, there's a new law that says you're not allowed to wear blue,"
Oh, everyone will
they
rebel.
are telling you what you can't.
You don't have to
wear.
listen.
You don't have to, but then
He's
you get
wearing
punished
blue right
for it.
now.
Right, get out. You fucking.
I was
Yeah.
told to.
Now
I
I'm
was wearing
next.
red when we started.
Well,
I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
get a
gonna
minute on
have a
camera.
word with my boy Charlie.
Yeah,
He's
that's what
gonna-
I would say. We're more living in the Truman Show than we are a simulation.
Sold on that one, Sam. Where are you?
I'm at his house in his kitchen.
Yeah.
Right.
Dictated
Living in the
to
Truman Show
by
or not?
the
Yeah, I'm the
monarchs
one.
and the
I'm one of the
government.
friends filming him.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you not seen this button?
Well, we've got a camera there. You didn't
What?
need to use a button.
Oh, you've been cancelled. Sorry,
Ah.
it's too loud. Too
Show's
loud.
been cancelled. No series.
Hang
No
on,
second
you-
series.
I'm hearing me on my earpiece now. I wasn't meant to show him the camera.
Oh no, you've not been
Sam's
cancelled.
been five.
Yeah, you've not been cancelled. I've been five.
Oh, my contract's been cancelled. Okay, yeah, I realise that now.
No, me and Phil.
What do you think? It's all well and good answering.
I'd
asking
be
the questions.
I'd be more sold on the simulation than the Truman Show, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Oh, luckily, no one's telling anything.
I mean, it could have all been to spice things up. There's a lot of things that happen in the world that I think have purely happened to spice things up. I mean,
Name
did
one.
you see that car driving into Downing Street last week and it was going like 2 miles an hour?
No,
That was exciting.
sounds
Yeah.
it. 2 miles
Somebody
an hour.
smashed
Did you
into
see it?
Smashed
No,
into the
smashed
gate.
is a strong word
Yeah.
because
Can
they
we
were
pull this
literally
up?
Yeah, but did you see the article that followed it?
what? They're
So they-
snapping
no, so-
flakes in half.
No,
ice
so,
cream men.
no, they arrested the person driving the car and took him away. And then the BBC ran an article that said, "I once owned the car that smashed into the gates
No, it
of
wasn't,
Downing
was
Street."
it?
There was an article.
It was my car.
There was an article, and it's like the previous owner said, "That's my old car," and the BBC ran with it and ran the story of that. They sold the car that then crashed into Downing Street, and obviously that's an article.
That was my car. To be
Why
fair.
not?
Right.
Got any more for us?
I'm just having a look
He's
through.
got
Some are
loads.
quite deep. Some are
Let's
quite
go
deep.
there. What? As,
No, I
if,
don't think.
as if are we being controlled like
Well,
the Truman
things
Show?
like, do you have a soul?
No.
These are things. These are more sort of
Well, no,
Thoughts that you might be struck with
I
at
do
3
have
in the
a soul.
morning.
I think
rather
you
than
have
the
a soul,
shower.
but it only exists as long as you do.
I have a soul, but
Where
it's
does
black.
it go when you die?
If you get cremated, it gets cremated with you. It doesn't go off like some holy ghost spirit thing.
Oh, we're
Now I've
jumping
got
far
one that
too-
might kick you
no.
off.
Kick you off?
What is the root of evil? Be careful with this one.
See, I can't say it.
What? You have to know.
No, because nah.
What's the root of evil? He's gonna say
I'd
religion,
say
sorry.
it's no. I would say it's
I would
money.
say, I would say religion.
I'd say it's money. I would say money causes more problems.
But I would include
Does it?
religion.
I think
in that, yeah.
money corrupts a lot more people than religion.
You
does.
got to think a lot of
You can
religions
think
try and
about
get money as
extreme
well.
religion might corrupt certain people, but I think any amount of money corrupts pretty much everyone.
Literally,
No
if
one is
someone-
immune to being
if
corrupt by
someone
money.
popped
I
in
don't
now,
think.
so I'll give you £1,000 if you blow their brains out.
£1,000, I like to think it's a bit cheap.
I-
Yeah, that's a lot to blow someone's brain.
You're
Well-
doing it for £1,000,
I'll do it for a tenner, mate.
right? I see.
You're going to bring me a meal? Yeah.
I was talking millions, but you do it for a tenner.
How much would you blow someone's brains out?
How much would you blow
Well,
someone
we
off
know a
for?
tenner.
And millions.
You'd be talking millions.
It wouldn't cost me $1 million to kill someone. Depending on who the person is. If
Is-
someone came in and said, look, you will 100% get away with it,
Yeah.
I will give you £10,000.
What
This
if-
person is an
What
absolute...
if you knew them?
Depends who they are.
If you know the person.
If they went, they're an absolute douchebag and proved to me they're a douchebag for whatever
You-
reason.
you know what I mean?
proof?
If you know the person.
Where's
so
the
it's-
proof? Can we
it's
pull up the
somebody
proof?
you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would use Rick as an example,
No,
but you'd
that's
say,
a
I'll do
poor
it for
example.
free.
Yeah, he would.
poor
I'd be the one shooting him.
Well, that's the idea. If you get asked to kill
Right,
someone,
sorry,
you-
yeah,
you
yeah.
do
No,
kill
no,
and shoot
sorry.
them. If it was like someone like I worked with or something, well,
Right, it's a bit extreme.
Yeah, let's
Move-
not go. Let's move on. Let's move on.
No.
Come on.
You wanted deep questions. I'm giving you deep questions.
I
We could have just
Was
gone
that
for
no
is
tou-
there more wheels or doors? These are philosophical questions.
if there was a valid reason,
Touchscreen. It is yours touchscreen.
no, 'cause mine's not.
It's not touchscreen. I'm just dragging it around. It's not doing anything. No, it stinks. Here's a question for you, Sam. Why can't everything be free?
Well, it could be. It just would never be feasible
Yeah, why is the question.
because everyone's an arsehole.
Right, great.
People need to be in charge of stuff. And if
They
there's
don't
no,
need to pay for it though.
yeah, but then you wouldn't have the higher ups like
I don't
controlling
need higher
everything.
ups, That's different.
Here's a question for you. A bit political for you, but you don't.
Oh,
It doesn't have
Here
to
we
be. It
go,
doesn't have
here
to be.
we go.
What the time are we
Get
on?
ready.
No,
So
it
I
was-
think
What
Boris
do you
should-
think is more important these days, Sam? And this isn't just about politicians. Do you believe what is more important is what is being said or
What's
who
being
is
done.
saying it?
Oh right, I don't care who's saying it or who's.
Well, a lot of people do care.
you don't
Yeah.
care
saying
who's
it.
saying it or what they're
I don't-
saying.
yeah.
It's,
care
it's
who's
what's
saying
I
being
would
done.
agree with Sam. I don't care who's talking. I don't care what they're saying. What they're doing is completely different.
No.
That's the most
What-
important thing.
What to a lot of people, who is saying something is more important because you'll get people who love a certain celebrity, and that celebrity will say anything; they'll back it up regardless. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi,
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah, is that more important? If I remember seeing it was a Donald Trump Hillary Clinton thing. Right, they went to opposing camps and they read a load of Donald Trump policies to Hillary Clinton fans as if they were from Hillary Clinton. They did the same to Donald Trump supporters, and the supporters backed the policies every
Yeah.
time because they thought they came from who they supported. Didn't care what it was who was saying it.
Yeah,
That was
well,
the
I think
important part.
that's
Americans idolize politicians. Eh?
No,
it's
but
not
anyone,
politicians.
because you could do it with any politician, any
It's like-
celebrity or anything.
If a complete stranger came here and said you are an absolute dickhead, and your mum came here and said you were an absolute dickhead, they said the same thing, but you'd care more what your mum said, right?
Well,
I don't-
also, let
I-
me talk
I
about
don't- I don't think
Tolkien
I'd
then.
care
Let me
at
talk
all
about
if anyone
Tolkien.
said I was
Let's
a
talk
dickhead.
Tolkien.
Okay.
If Tolkien's written something down, if there's a quote, right, an inspirational quote or a fact or whatever it is,
Yeah.
are you more inclined to support it if it comes from someone you respect, like Tolkien?
Well, yeah, because
whoever.
Tolkien,
Regardless of what it
J.K.
is.
Rowling wrote the same.
But
book,
then
and
what if I
prefer
actually
Lord of the
told you it
Rings.
wasn't from Tolkien, it was from J.K. Rowling?
I'd want to know
So if
how
I
you
told you,
found that
here's
out.
an idea. If I told you a book idea, right?
Yeah,
And I said this is an idea that Tolkien scribbled down, right?
right.
I read it out, and you said I really like that, but it was actually from J.K. Rowling. Are you more in? But
I'd call
if
you
I
a
told
liar.
you beforehand, I said this is a story by J.K. Rowling, you'd be less inclined to say, "Oh, that's really good."
She
Actually,
copied it from someone. Who
no,
she copied
no,
it
that's
from?
the question.
Yeah, who she copied it from?
Well, that answers the question, doesn't it?
So
Oh,
you
J.K.
don't care who's saying something.
No, he does. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
answer.
he
He's-
does care.
There's already bias towards J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling.
Right, so you do care more about who's saying something than what they're saying.
I think everyone does.
Well, you opened this argument by saying no, you don't
Yeah,
care.
but that's because I don't care
Yeah,
who says
yeah,
what.
And this is why we're having this debate. You're listening to the Dimbers Show, I thought.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because I immediately went to politicians, and let's be honest,
I did say it
they're
didn't have
all
to be
going to
political.
be dickheads.
I did say it didn't have to be political.
and they're all going to be lying. Didn't have that party, did you, Boris?
Oh, no.
There we go. Should we move on?
Yeah, move on.
Let's find some other ones. You can think of some as well if you can think.
Yeah.
You've
Oh,
all had a
you can't
shower, I
think.
presume, at some
Based
point
on
in
this,
your life.
just
No,
remember, you don't vote for the Prime
It's
Minister,
still
you
going,
vote
is he?
for the MP in your constituency.
And he will be running for MP in.
Oh, here's one then for you. It's a bit deep, but I believe Sam and I were talking about something similar yesterday.
Yep.
And it was,
Where
can
was
you
I? I
miss
was with you
something
yesterday.
you've never had or never known?
No,
No?
you can't. If you've never
You can
had
miss
it
the idea of something, though.
But that's not missing the
When
thing
you,
that's missing an idea.
yeah, so like, if a TV show ends,
Yeah.
you can miss it even though you never
You've
met
never
it.
seen it.
So do you mean like when you say never known? But then how can you miss it if you don't even know
Well,
what
that's
it
the
is?
question.
That's literally what he's asked.
Yeah. Well, no, you can't.
Oh, right.
If
thanks.
you've
So
got
move on
no
then, shall we?
if you've got no idea what it is, you can't miss it.
No, you know what it is. You know you're familiar with the idea of it,
Right.
but you
Never experienced
you
it.
never experienced
No,
it.
then.
If I said to you, let's take a band from 50 years ago,
Yeah.
right? I said they were the most amazing band in the world. They were brilliant. They were this, they were that, they were everything, but all their music's gone now. You can, in theory, miss it and want it.
I don't think that's missing.
No,
it,
because
is
it would have
That's
been good.
desiring
It would have been
something.
good for you, but if I'd never heard it, I might have thought it was shit. I'd need to hear it to then go, I wish they were still around.
Interesting.
No?
These are questions. There's no answers. Despite what Sam says on way.com, there are no answers to these questions.
Can you find that out, please?
Are there any?
God, for anyone listening to this, they're like, what the fuck happened to this show?
What happened is we've been sat in a hot room all day. Is there any such thing as a right or wrong answer? Rick.
Is that a question?
Yeah, it says you're a prick,
Yeah,
actually.
it does say Rick.
Is
the
there
prick.
anything?
But that's
That's
me
Cora.
and Sam saying it, so who hurt more?
Is there
who did you
such a
prefer?
thing as a right or wrong answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Is there?
To
Yeah,
this question?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there is.
Not
yeah.
to every question, but to some.
To some questions,
Some.
yes.
So out of Sam saying you're a prick and me saying you're a prick, who did you prefer saying it?
Is that one of your shower thoughts?
I'm just asking you now based on
All
what
right.
we've
So
already
what was
said.
the question? Hit me.
Sam said you're a prick, and I said you're a prick.
Oh,
Well, that would come down to the question I asked you about who you respect more.
So
I've just. Gone
I don't
on
think I need to say.
shower questions.
me, obviously.
If two vegans are arguing, is it still considered?
Is it beef?
That's fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
There are some, Sam. There's actually a subreddit for shower thoughts, right? I'll
Alright.
quickly skim through some
Oh,
of
here's
these.
a good one. If Apple made a car, would it still have windows?
I mean, that's more a
fucking
joke,
ridiculous,
isn't it, than
fucking
a shower
ridiculous.
thought?
Yeah.
I got a joke for you actually about cars. No, move on.
Don't say it. Just get it out of the way.
Nah, I can't. no.
These are more thoughts, right? To just leave you with something to think about rather than
We're
answer.
not finished yet.
No,
Rick.
leave them.
No, this will make you think. This is what you think
Okay.
because shower thoughts don't necessarily have to be questions.
But Rick, I'm going to have an answer to everything.
A lot of people have never sat
I've
in the
got
back
an
seat
op-
of their own car.
I have.
I have.
I said a lot of people. I didn't say you.
Have you?
Not while it's moving. No,
not
no,
the
while
question.
moving.
But you didn't say that.
Okay, I'll say
So
it now.
100% of the people
I'll
in here.
say it now.
100% of the people in here have sat in the
Have
back of
you
their car.
ever sat in the back of your car while moving? Your
Yes.
own car?
Yes.
Sam?
Moving. Don't know, can't remember.
Great. Well, I have.
I
so that's
have.
50-50. You have.
Yeah. With three of us, Rick, and three different answers, I don't know where you got 50-50 from.
As I said, I
Because
didn't know.
he's an
Um,
unknown, so he's been
So he's on the
Walked
fence.
out.
Okay.
yeah.
What
yeah,
fence
of
am I on?
course.
Have you ever actually sat on a fence?
Yes.
Barbed wire?
A fence
I
or
wish.
a wall?
A
I don't think
fence.
I've ever sat on a fence.
Oh, well, you sitting on one right now.
I have.
How would you? I mean, they're not very wide.
Well, you can sit on fence post, can't you? It's the same thing. Surely
No,
the
I didn't
fence
say
post.
fence
no,
post,
I
fence
was sitting
post.
on a fence post.
Fence post.
That famous
fastest
expression.
fence. Yeah.
Oh, stop sitting on the
Oh,
fence
stop.
post. Come on.
Get off the fence post.
I'm just going through some of these.
What are you loading up?
Oh, here's
What's
another
that?
question, right? This was a good one. This
Right.
was a good one. This is not from Shower Thoughts. This is one I've
Okay.
been asked a few times,
Yeah.
right? We've got a meeting
Meeting.
at 2 p.m.
2
Sam,
p.m.
you'll have heard this. You'll have bound to. have heard it.
We're late.
We've got a meeting at 2 p.m. right?
Yeah.
And I say I need to move the meeting forward an hour. What time do you expect the meeting to be?
So the meeting's meant to be at
The
2.
meeting is at 2 p.m. I say I need to move it an hour. I need to move it forward an hour. Or I need to bring it forward an hour.
Yeah,
What time
it would be
would it
1.
I would say it's 1.
'Cause
A lot of people I asked said it would be
Really?
3 p.m. And
Yeah, but
apparently the thought process is to do with how selfish you are and whether you consider you to be the most important thing. But a lot of people said it would be 3 p.m.
Because surely you'd use the phrase like, I can't make
Well,
the
I'd
meeting.
move it back.
Yeah, I can't make the meeting at 2. Can we push it back
Well, okay,
to 3?
then if I said let's bring it back, you would presumably say it should be 3
Yeah.
o'clock, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people say it should be 2 p.m. It should be 3 p.m. Bringing it forward or moving it back.
Yeah, but all you have to if you look at time and you go, fast forward, you go, I suppose you go forward, don't you?
You've changed your mind already, have you?
No, I'm not changing my mind.
Sammy's changed his
I
mind?
would say you would go the other way. If you were going to move it back, you'd push it back, and if you want to bring it forward, you go forward.
I've got one you like, Rick.
Okay.
People who jog on the roads in the dark wearing dark clothes and no lights or reflectors are a unique combination of a person who cares about their health and well-being and doesn't care about their health and well-being. What are you laughing for?
What?
So if you jog in the dark and you don't have anything on, you're jogging because you want to be healthy,
Yeah.
but you're doing it in the dark with no...
Well, a lethal injection is both a single dose and also a lifetime supply.
Yeah.
I've just read that one here.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm
Were you just
catching
reading
them.
that?
I'm just catching them. Are you on the subreddit?
No, I'm on... I don't even...
Here's a question for you that might upset you a bit, but I'll say it.
Pretty
You are now
difficult to
closer
upset
to death than you have ever been in your entire life.
me. I know.
That's not true. What if I'd already died?
Yeah.
What, have you gone forward 3 weeks?
Defib.
No, but what if you died like Christian Eriksen?
Oh,
Yeah.
He
well, you're
technically
still
died.
closer to. I guess so.
No.
That's quite unique. Oh, yeah, but I was talking specifically about the people in the
Well, I
room.
was talking specifically about... You don't know I've not had a
Yeah,
Christian
but there's that,
Eriksen
isn't
moment.
it? Like, the older you get, the smaller the guest list for your funeral becomes.
Hopefully the older you get, the smaller your cock gets, because mine is shrinking.
I must be
The
ancient.
asteroid that ended the dinosaurs was technically the highest ratio of killing birds to one stone in Earth's history.
Yeah, but what came first?
The bird or the stone.
Or the egg?
Some of these are ridiculous.
Why? Read a ridiculous one then. I'm intrigued. What do you class as ridiculous?
The ultimate challenge for a knife is not a gun, it's a tomato.
Yeah. You ever tried a blunt knife cutting a tomato? Mushes that thing to shit.
Actual shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like feces, yeah.
Money is
Fossils?
the number one people changer.
I'm not sure about that. Life
What would-
experience.
When an electronic device overheats, it freezes. Gloves are technically handbags.
I like that one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
We are full of shit, no matter what.
Yeah. Wow, it's quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, you can talk over me, by the way.
No, because I'm waiting for what
It's
I
just
haven't-
me and Sam
I'm not
flicking
looking
through
at
screens,
anything.
looking
So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for one of you
The
two to say
purpose
something.
of a lock is to turn a door into a wall.
Wow.
I'll hit you with that one.
Don't hit me.
Yeah,
with
don't
anything.
hit him with a wall
Right.
or a lock.
Now here's a question I'll
Yeah.
ask you.
Okay.
Right,
I'm
and
prepared
stay with
to answer.
animals.
I'm prepared
If
to
you could
answer.
become one animal, and this isn't the tiny rhino and the hamster from
Yeah.
the first series, right? If you could be one animal, which animal would you be,
Dog.
and why?
My dog does nothing and is spoiled.
What is this just like?
But
the-
you are gonna die sooner. You're gonna die earlier. That's a dog.
Yeah, but that's like
Does that
saying,
bother
would,
you?
Would you rather live for longer or live a shorter life and
Do
enjoy it
nothing.
more? I wouldn't say do nothing.
I would go. Yeah, a dog's a good one because then in theory you could still hang around with the people you hang around with now.
I
You'd
wouldn't
just
want
be
to
a
do
dog.
that. No, I'm not doing that.
No, you'd be my dog. You could be Alvin, who is not in the room again. He's been removed. He got to do one episode.
He did. He made a
gone
starring
again.
appearance in one episode.
He
yeah.
has. So he's now left the room.
Do you think you've ever walked past or come into contact with a murderer?
Yes.
Do you think?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
You reckon?
100%.
I know.
I am.
Because if you say somebody as an accident in a car. They didn't deliberately do it, but they did result in killing.
No, I'm talking
someone.
about like proper murder.
Yes.
Here. Here's something I've always wanted. I have always wanted to see all the pictures I have been in the background of. I've always wanted to see them in one place.
I don't think
Because
you're
there's
ever
enough
going to.
pictures. You must have appeared in the background of thousands of pictures in your life, right?
Yeah.
Background of people taking pictures in events anywhere. I'd like to see them.
Well, start asking around.
If
here's
anyone's
something-
got any pictures of Rick, send them in.
This is going to blow your mind. Fitbits are just like Tamagotchis. Except the stupid little creature you have to keep alive is yourself.
You didn't have to say stupid, did it? Where are you reading that?
From whatever
Does he say
website.
stupid little creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Confirmed.
Arms is another word for guns, and guns is another word for arms.
Well, no, guns is another word for bicep.
Yeah, get your guns
I don't
out.
say, oh, look at my gun here. Look at this gun.
All right, here's another one
Okay.
on that subject. I will be the last person to die in my lifetime.
Yeah.
What if you do a Christian Eriksen?
I don't think you can get out of every
Yeah,
debate
yeah.
about death with Christian Eriksen. I'm sorry. I just don't think you can. I wonder if I'm closer to my death than my birth right now. What if you're Christian Eriksen? No. Have you got any more, Sam?
I would say yes. You're definitely closer to your death than. As far as you know, you could die tomorrow, but you're not going to be born yesterday.
Right.
Here's an idea. If you had $1 or pound for every year the universe has existed,
Yeah.
approximately 13.8 billion years,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even make the top 50 on the Forbes list.
That's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, I read a stat similar to that.
Don't
It
need
was
to be
about
there,
Jeff
though, do you?
Bezos.
You'd still be
and it
very
was like,
rich.
you could work every day since like Aztec times, and you still wouldn't have even earned half of what Jeff Bezos. And that's without spending a single penny.
Shout out Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Amazon.
Sponsor.
Same day.
Probably.
I wish. In order to fall asleep, you have to pretend to be asleep.
No.
Sam's
Do
not the
you?
person to have at the table with that. Yeah, usually. You close your eyes, usually.
I don't.
You
I'm
don't
usually-
lie awake with your eyes wide open, do you?
I'm
waiting
usually-
to go to sleep.
I'm
I can't
usually-
wait to fall asleep.
I'm usually watching a screen, and then I'm like, oh, I must have fallen asleep.
Right.
I don't lie there being like, I'm going to play dead till I fall asleep.
Right. I close my eyes.
Pull back
I knew that was gonna
curtain.
Some of these are terrible.
Read the terrible ones. We got
The
to make this
sinking
some
of the
sort of
Titanic.
comedic-
The sinking of the Titanic must have been a miracle to the lobsters in the kitchen.
No, because they would have had elastic bands around their pincers, so
Yeah, but
they
they might have had
died
friends under
pretty
the
soon.
sea who got them off.
Oh,
Sebastian.
what? Ariel? No, the mermaid.
Mars is populated entirely by robots.
You don't know that.
We don't know that.
We do. We've been around it with a robot.
Yeah, but have you inspected every single
My
thing?
right elbow has never been touched by my right hand.
And
Cool.
You asked.
so, not.
for
that-
shower
I'm
thoughts.
just gonna. I don't think we've done an episode on it because we'll probably
What,
get in
on
trouble
touching
for-
your
no,
right
no,
elbow?
no.
No, I don't think we have actually.
So
Episode 4 sorted, right?
you based on what you just said about Mars and being. Have we ever been to the moon?
I'd rather not answer that question.
Why?
Oh,
Have
well,
we
yes.
been to the moon? Have we been to the
is,
moon? No, I
what
haven't.
I mean by that is, has the human race ever landed on the moon?
No.
Yeah, sure, why not? But no, probably not. No.
Of course we have.
Have we?
Have you not seen the pictures?
Yeah.
there's
That's
a
why
video-
I'm doubting it.
Right.
There's a video as well.
Is-
No, we probably have. Why not?
All right. Well,
My question with that though, is
famous
why
moon
haven't we
landing.
been back?
What was? Because there's
What's
nothing
the
there.
point?
Well, they went once, thought
A lot of money.
this is
Shit
it.
here, but nothing here.
Right, here's a better one.
Okay.
When you have something happen that scares you, what do you do to your butt?
Sorry?
No, seriously. Answer the question. There's more to come.
Are we over
Right,
time?
Hang on. So, what was the first bit?
You clench your butt, right? If there's something bad happening, typically.
Right. What's
Would you
question
agree
then?
with that?
Okay.
What? So I'd like to see a spider on the wall, and suddenly my arse would go tight.
A little bit, yeah, but maybe more than.
So what's the
basically?
question?
It says something must have happened to our ancestors for centuries to make us instinctively clench our butts when something scares us.
Well, on that subject, Sam, how do you explain deja vu? What is deja vu?
What is deja vu?
Well, you've experienced it, right?
Yeah, you're in a
Not very
situation
often.
where you think you've already
Yeah.
experienced it before.
So
Glitch in the
explain how
Matrix.
that's happened.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Oh.
Not in a simulation though, but
Because you have things happen, and then you're like, bloody hell. It
Yeah,
feels
but it's
like...
often not something you do all the time. Like, I don't walk into the supermarket, start shopping, and think, I've done this before. It's always
No.
something that's quite unique.
Yeah.
A certain conversation that's not a conversation that happens every day.
Right. That's why it's deja vu, because it's not something
Yeah, so
you do
explain
every
how
day.
that's happening if I've never had that
Yeah, explain it
conversation
right now.
before.
Because it suddenly comes back to your mind, and you're like, I
Way.com.
remember
It's
this.
never happened to me before.
Yeah, you
I've
can't
had
have
that feeling when something has never happened to me before.
You need to go see a doctor.
What, have you not?
No.
Right.
Deja
Right.
vu, you have to have experienced it to then experience it again.
I
and be
don't
like,
think you
"This
do,
feels
though.
familiar."
That's the whole point.
Here's a statement.
It's not something
Okay,
you
read
have
the statement.
dealt with.
Your baby teeth are out there somewhere.
Do you think they are? Yeah, they wouldn't rot
Well-
down, would they? Where are they?
No, have a chat
Some
with your mum.
landfill, I imagine.
What would you do?
Or some weird sick
You're a
dentist.
parent. What would you do with the teeth? Bin them or what?
I'll let you know when we find out.
An executioner sharpening his axe shouldn't be that menacing. He's trying to make your death go as smooth as possible.
That's nice, isn't it?
Blunt sharpener.
Well, he's still trying to sharpen it.
No, 'cause he might be trying to take the edge off.
He's trying to blunt the knife.
He's trying to take the edge
Okay.
off, yeah.
Even when a balloon is half inflated, it's completely full.
Yeah.
These are literally just sentences.
Why do yours just say butthole in?
What have you searched? Does a straw have 2 holes or 1?
It's a tunnel.
Yeah, it's a long tunnel.
So how many holes does it have?
One at either end.
So it's got
It's got-
2.
Oh, no, it's got
I
an
mean,
end.
that is the question.
Surely
Has it got
it's
1
got,
or 2?
It's got an entrance and
Don't
an
just
exit.
say it's a tunnel. So how many holes does it
Two.
have?
It's got an entrance and an
Okay,
exit.
well that's the answer to the question.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Don't
telling
just
you.
say it's a tunnel.
It is a tunnel.
Unbelievable.
You've got an entrance. What's that one? Or are
This
we-
one's to not expose his identity. Batman is either driving the Batmobile uninsured or is committing insurance fraud.
Where are you getting
I was more
these
on about
from?
this one.
Well, the butthole one.
Yeah.
Our buttholes are watertight. We go swimming and get water in our ears, nose, and mouths, but not our butt.
Great. Great.
I'll share the link with you, Rick.
Yeah.
Nothing is on fire. Fire is on things. Bean bags are just boneless sofas.
Boneless? Is your sofa made out of bones?
Apparently so.
Now we know where your teeth have gone.
What do you think your dog has named you? Do you think your
What-
dog has a
oh.
name for you?
What's Alvin calling you?
Prick.
No, the question was to Sam.
A prick. David's calling me prick.
Do you reckon?
Thoughts are less likely to be unique the longer we exist.
What was that one?
Thoughts are less likely to be unique the longer we exist.
Interesting.
So, what have we learnt?
We've learned an ice cream man's success is literally defined by how well they can lure children out of their houses with treats.
Sorry?
Right.
An ice cream man's success is literally defined by how well they can lure children out of their houses with treats.
I've got a final one for you.
Okay.
I would just like to caveat that with I'm not saying all ice cream men are paedophiles.
I'm not saying
Not-
any are.
Or any of them. Well, there might be. You never know.
It might be, but I'm not
Might be.
accusing.
Yeah, but I just want to make that clear that I'm not
No, yeah,
personally
no,
saying
you're
it.
reading. Yeah,
What,
you're reading.
would
Lorry
you
drivers
say,
on
Sam, which of these statements is more true? You correct autocorrect more than it corrects you.
Yeah,
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I
yeah.
use Grammarly and it gets me a lot.
Autocorrect for me.
So autocorrect corrects you more than
Yeah.
you correct it.
100%.
Okay, fair enough.
Guaranteed.
I'll accept it.
well, we've not been to the moon. Have we been to the moon?
Yeah, we've been to the moon.
We've been to the
decided that,
moon.
yeah.
Robots are on Mars.
We're not in a simulation.
And
despite...
our butts don't let water in when we go swimming.
If a morgue worker dies, they still have to come into work one more time.
There we go. And on that, we're
Horrible
going
one
to.
to end it.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
find
that's
a
fine.
I'll
We'll-
find a better
well
one.
then,
Yeah,
this
one
is-
more,
this
Sam.
is one.
Come on, one more.
So
Hit us
this
with a
is
good one.
whoever's listening to this. This is how your day's going to go tomorrow.
Your alarm sound in the morning is basically your opening theme song for the day.
That's nice.
Yeah, there
Is
we
it?
go.
That's nice. Rubbish.
So,
things.
here's some shower thoughts. Go and have a wash. See you later. That was a Dimbers show.